Hey, Mr. Fogelson back, and we are ready to do our next tutorial. Make a version and export this logo. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and head to Adobe Illustrator and get right to it. At the top of the upper right corner, we're signed in, okay, into our account. Also, we click the Learn icon, which is the light bulb, and we're going to go to Designs a Logo, start to finish. Just a friendly reminder on that. And then we're going to scroll down to the next lesson. I'm going to scroll in here, and I went a little too far, so I'm going to scroll back up to the one that we didn't do, and that is make a version and export. All right, so we're going to make a copy of our logo by dragging across the logo and text to select it. So I'm going to go ahead and left click and drag a selection around the whole thing there. That's a selection drag. Left click and drag and then release, and it's all selected. And then I'm going to go to the group in the context bar, click group button. All right, so it's all grouped. So notice how now when I click off of it, it's all grouped. I'm going to hit Command Z or the undo button. I've got to make sure it is grouped though. Okay, so the next thing we do is we're going to go ahead and duplicate this grouped stuff. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and hit the duplication icon, and it's going to duplicate it, and I'm just going to put it over here where we've got it copied. So we've got our duplication of our logo that we just did. I'm going to hit the next option, and now we're going to make a color change. We're going to add a color and make it pop with a gradient. So I'm going to double click the logo to edit the grouped element. So I'm going to double click it. Notice how it isolates it, and everything else is kind of like transparent. So that's isolated because I double click the logo, and I'm just going to select the rooster tail, go to the fill circle in the toolbar, and I'm going to click on the gradient. So I might have to drag it down. This is getting in the way a little bit, but I'm going to drag down on the scroll bar, and you'll see that. Okay, so we need to select the gradient that would go on this feathers for the rooster. You'll notice that there's two gradients that it gives you as an option. This one's a little bit lighter blue, so I'm going to go with a little bit of a darker blue. So make sure you click on the second gradient so that way it matches up better with the final results. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the second gradient here. And then I'm taking a look here. It says tip to edit the gradient direction, drag the color circles. So I'm going to go ahead and go over, and I noticed here there are some circles here. So I'm left clicking and dragging the color circles, and I'm just matching it with the illustration that it's showing me here. And I'm going to bring that blue side of the gradient over to the center of this last kind of like feather, and I'm just going to release it. All right, and then it looks good. And then I need to click the exit button to get out of the isolation. So I'm going to hit the exit, and it gets me out of that isolation. So it looks pretty good. I'm going to click off of it, and I'm going to hit next. So in this next part of the lesson, it wants us to export the logo. We're going to kind of disregard the way that they have the method of exporting it, and we're going to do it our method so we can upload it into Google Classroom without issue. Okay, so please don't watch the video or follow this method of exporting. We're going to export it a different way. So first things first though, because we've completed the lesson. All right, I'm going to hit next. We've completed everything. I'm going to go ahead and save the day, save it to our cloud, and then I'm going to go ahead and export as, and we're going to go ahead and uncheck everything but version and export. And then I'm going to hit export. We're going to save it to our desktop, hit save. Everything's good on that part. Go to the Google Classroom, exit out of full screen mode. Let's kind of make this bigger by extending the window. Go to the correct assignment, add or create, file attachment, drag and drop it in there. Wait till it loads up. Be patient, be patient, be patient. Hopefully it'll load up soon. And then hit turn in and click turn in. And then presto, you are set. So you're done with this lesson. Give it a go. Not so much to do here, but a lot to learn. So good luck and do your best.